Chickens come home to roost.
Squatters are invading homes nationwide, but you already know that if you have a 27-year-old still living in your basement. I'm Bridget PHETASY, and this is your dumpster fire for the weeks of March 21st to April 4th. We have had a squatting problem for the past decade in this country, with 20-something failure to launch children just never moving out. It's not their fault. Interest rates are insane. Home prices are ridiculous. And then there are squatters who are actually taking up residence in the open homes that might be available.
I stay here for 1 year. I pay no rent. You have no recourse.
Squatters' laws seem so weird in a country where you can shoot someone who's on your property.
Right?
It's a weird thing. It feels very antiquated, these laws. And it's not made better by the fact that now there's a migrant influencer on TikTok.
Mi gente, he pensado invadir una casa en United States.
And he went viral in the past couple of weeks for giving people in Espanol the logistical way that they can legally squat in somebody's house. And it was very melodramatic, and something seems very off. And I said this on Twitter or X or whatever, and people were like, man, it's not like, no, it's real. But something seems very off about this. This guy feels like a right-wing psyop to get people to hate the illegal aliens.
This spy has already breached our defenses.
Right? It doesn't seem, he seems too like angry in the way he speaks.
He's like, it's very dramatic. He doesn't even seem like Spanish as his first language. He speaks Spanish like someone who speaks English.
La ley dice que las casas abandonadas, deterioradas y que esté en mal estado, podemos llegar.
He speaks Spanish like a white guy.
Sabe si voy para allá si me da la tiempo para caminar.
And then he did this video where he had a kid, and I'm like, did Matt Gaetz lend one of his kids for this right-wing psyop? This is my conspiracy theory.
Este es un llamado para todos los venezolanos. He decidido no apoyar a Donald Trump.
By the way, that's not a kid. That's a 70-year-old woman who works in a laundromat. It's so funny to me that there's migrant influencers, because even the migrants don't want to work. Nobody wants to work anymore in America. Everybody just wants to come here, get famous on TikTok. No, they're going to come for my jobs.
They take our job!
You don't get to be influencers. He's doing a better job of being an influencer than me, because now there is a squatting problem nationwide. And what have I done?
Well,
Nothing.
He's got the fake rage down for sure. It just seems very fake.
Yeah, it's very fake. And there were lots of articles about squatters over the past few weeks. It does seem like a thing that's being pushed out into the media ecosystem. And one of the articles was about how squatters took over a home in LeBron James and Jennifer Lopez's Beverly Hills neighborhood. And I was like, wow, chickens come home to roost. This is what you get for your liberal open border policies. And then I read the article, and it's a grifting kind of average looking white dude who just took the place over and started charging people to come to his parties and raves and renting rooms that weren't available. And the people who own the home ended up having to get him evicted. This is a thing about squatting. You have to get a legal process going and serve eviction papers to people who are illegally living in your home. It's insane. So imagine realizing how racist I was when I just assumed these squatters, like, in my mind. The libs are losing the PR war on squatters. That's what it's my internalized racism. But because you have heard about all these squatters and seen the imagery of the angry Venezuelan squatter who lives in New Hampshire or something.
Connecticut.
I hope he goes and squats on my mom's freaking farm in New Hampshire. That'll knock the limousine liberal right out of her.
Well, I mean, this article headline,
It
squatters
was very deceptive.
squatters seize Beverly Hills mansion near LeBron James's new home. Neighbor. Thanks, liberals. Like, it makes it sound like it's part of the border problem or something.
The thanks liberals is what makes it sound that way, but it's very deceptive, but it's also just does go to show you how easy it is to psyop an entire nation. I bet if I even asked liberals who they thought they were referring to, they would say probably migrants who came here illegally.
Yeah.
Just because the right wing has done such a good job branding squatters all across the board. And they're also just like white homeless people and failure to launch kids you can't get out of your house. You've probably already heard of Bon Charge, the holistic wellness brand with a huge range of evidence-based products to optimize your life in every way. Their extensive range of premium wellness products help you sleep better, perform better, have more energy, recover faster, balance hormones, reduce inflammation. The list is endless. I have been using their red light face mask, and let me tell you something, guys, I am obsessed. I really notice a huge difference in my skin. I use it for 10 minutes every night. It's super lightweight on the face, and it doesn't get hot. It's got near infrared and red light, and you can switch between them or use both at the same time, which is what I do. Other problems the red light face mask helps with: wrinkles and fine lines. It helps with migraines, acne, scar tissue, wound healing, and relaxation, razor burns, ingrown facial hair. And I definitely have noticed my sunspot improving. Go to boncharge.com/Bridget and use coupon code Bridget to save 15%. That's BONCHARGE.com/Bridget and use the coupon code Bridget to save 15%. You guys, Mother's Day is coming up. Get them this mask. It's such a great present, and it's a high-end present. They deserve better. The women in your life deserve better. Go to Bon Charge. The link is in the description below.